Now, Namibia's central bank left its main lending rate unchanged at 5.5%, taking advantage of a moderate inflation environment to try and support economic growth in the mineral-rich southern African nation. Joining us for more is Ipumbu Shimi, the governor at the Bank of Namibia. Ipumbu, thank you so much for making the time to talk to us. How does the decision to leave rates unchanged feed into efforts to improve the rate of growth?
Well, the decision to leave the rate unchanged at 5.5% is to support economic growth. And of course, that decision was arrived at by reviewing economic conditions at the global level, but as well as looking at the local economic conditions. Now, at the global level, we still see emerging markets leading growth, although sorry.
No, please do continue.
Yes, I was saying that at the global level we see growth from emerging markets, although we see some slowdown in some emerging markets such as Russia and India, but generally emerging markets are still growing strongly. We see some green shoots in some advanced countries such as the US, UK, and also some Euro countries like Germany and France. Now that global picture is also translating into slowing growth in Namibia, because the IMF recently revised the economic growth figures for 2003 for the world from 3.2 to 2.9. That's the growth for the global economy. Now coming back to the Namibian picture, the picture is more or less the same. We have also seen growth still continuing to be strong, but slowing down. So in other words, the economy is still growing, but the speed of growth is actually coming down. And the slowdown is seen in sectors such as tourism, such as tourism, as well as agriculture, because we are facing a very serious drought in Namibia, and that has affected the agricultural sector. However, the mining sector, despite the decline in mineral prices, which we have seen for the past few months, although it has stabilized, mineral prices still remain very, very low. But we are still seeing expansion in output of the mining sector, particularly diamond mining and uranium mining. We also see a strong and buoyant construction sector, and those two sectors particularly, with part of manufacturing such as cement manufacturing, have actually kept the economy going, and we believe that those sectors will support economic activities going forward.
Let's, Ipumbu, perhaps drill down a little bit deeper into some of these sectors where we're seeing robust growth. I particularly want to focus on the manufacturing sector. It seems as if there's a lot of positive sentiment that is within that sector. Can you give us a little bit of an understanding of the projections and forecasts for how you expect manufacturing and construction in particular to perform?
Manufacturing for now is a mixed bag of activities. There are some sectors such as subsectors such as mineral processing that are struggling a bit, especially things like zinc processing and copper processing. But you also have subsectors such as cement productions, which are increasing quite remarkably. In fact, for the second quarter of 2013, and if you add up all the months of 2013, cement production has actually performed remarkably, growing in the region of 40%, which is quite remarkably. So in manufacturing, we have a mixed bag of things.
Before I let you go, very quickly, if we project forward again, what are your forecasts and your expectations for monetary policy going forward?
We will assess the situation as time progresses. At the moment, we are not able to speculate how economic conditions are going to turn out. We believe monetary policy will continue to support growth in the environment of low inflation, because we believe inflation is going to be stable for the rest of the year, and therefore that should also augur well for stable monetary condition and monetary policy.
Ipumbu, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, that was Ipumbu Shimi, the governor at the State Bank of Namibia.